Hi guys, Coach Alex from Purposepreneur Movement. I'm super excited to present you my second tutorial for the Forge OS. It makes sure that we analyze our wins, our friction points, the scientist mode, so that you guys understand a little bit more your environment and the lessons from those ups and downs on the daily basis. And I'm offering this software for free for 60 days for 30 people. So there's an amount of seats available, and what I commit to is every day that you guys are checking in, I'm going to be personally giving you my feedback on a daily basis and a little bit of coaching, a little bit of empowerment, motivation. So super excited to share this new version. Obviously, this is a second tutorial video that I create. Let me go over the sign up phase as well as the check-in process and everything. Here you'll have access to obviously the sign up. You sign up here. So the second page, there's an archetype, the coaching tier. How do you found us? All optional, right? You fill in whatever you can, and if not, you can go straight to the next section. This is not super important. Just put your full name here so that every time you check in into the Forge OS, you'll have your name up front. The archetype is linked to a quick 5 to 7 minute audit to give you an archetype related to your type of entrepreneur. We can pinpoint exactly what are the gaps between your 1.0 selves, 2.0 selves, as well as how to become a purposepreneur. And for some of you guys, you're like, purposepreneur, what is that? Mixing entrepreneurship with alignment, with fulfillment, but mostly purpose, right? Finding your North Star, your bigger why, and connecting it with an entrepreneurship path in a way. You have the link for the quiz for the alignment here, coaching tier. You can be pioneer if you're not a current one-on-one client, and the source. But again, this is not super important. You guys can go straight to enter the Forge. And here you have access to your dashboard and the pop-up, your mission for the next 7 days. One habit, one action, show up for your daily check-in in every day. This week, it takes 5 minutes. Find it at the bottom of your screen before you do anything else. Set a daily reminder on your phone right now. Same time every day. When you're ready, watch the walkthrough video on your home screen. That's it. The rest can wait. So right now you're actually watching the walkthrough video. And so let's go. I'm ready. You can click either light the Forge or in the bottom left, check in here. So let's click check in. Here you'll have access to the Forge check-in. So the 4 cases here. Yesterday's recovery ritual, your night routine. And the goal for the check-in, I highly recommend you guys adding that reminder on your phone between 5 to 7 p.m., right? Depending on if you want to add it right at the end of your day, right? I always talk about punching out of your day. In this case, we talk about screens down, nervous system reset, 2 days prep, water, phone out, alarm set, environment ready. The first win of today started last night. So you prepped the field last night. And did you create somewhat of a wind down, right? Reading, breath work, meditation, so that you're not on your phone or watching an action movie, whatever it is, so that the cheap dopamine are not affecting your night of sleep. So did you take care of last night's ritual? The sacred hour, no notification, no fake productivity, one real uncomfortable mood. Build, learn, or face the resistance you've been avoiding. Your future is built in the hour most people avoid. So the sacred hour is the first hour of your day, the first hour of facing your frog and eating your frog, meaning the action that you're procrastinating over, right? Or you're postponing it. We start our day with it. We can talk about the Power 15. For some of my clients, it's 15 minutes of action. Making your bed, a couple of push-ups, cold shower, hugging your loved ones. A couple of things that we're adding inside the first 15 minutes. And that first 15 minutes can be part of that sacred hour. So the goal here is to take action, to wear our 2.0 hat for that first empowering hour to start the day with momentum. The non-negotiable, the identity habit that does not move. The one standard that defines the man regardless of how the day went. Miss everything else, not this. So the non-negotiables can vary on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. What you want to focus on, for example, for this week. What are the new habits during the week, during the day, the entire length of the day that you're committing to focus on, right? What are your non-negotiable? And the boss trifecta, the last one. 3 moves at the end of the workday. Daily review, what happened, what matters. Close the open loop. You reply, decide, clear. If you have 20 tabs open, you close them. If you have important WhatsApp to answers or emails, you close the loops and you extinguish a couple of fires before you close the day. And obviously the third one is prep tomorrow, right? Prep your environment. Plan already in your Google Calendar main things or the main emails or WhatsApp that you don't have time or the energy or the willpower to face right now. It's already planned tomorrow morning in your calendar. So you can punch out the day, rest, recover, spend time with your loved ones, with yourself, and being a little bit lighter when it comes down to having those things already planned out for the next day, right? It's already in the calendar. We can punch out and fully rest and recover. The energy. How do you feel today? How did you feel? So that we can connect the dots. Below you have biggest win, resistant phase, scientist mode. So obviously biggest wins, you'll see the amount of character you're gonna put in will give you a different amount of votes. So instead of a point system, we talk about votes. So voting for your 2.0 self. So obviously if you get to 150 characters, you get the full 3 votes. Same thing with the resistance and the scientist mode. So biggest win, obviously, what are you proud of and what did you succeed? That resistant phase, friction is data. Name what got in the way internally and externally. Your inner battles are way more important to face and to acknowledge first. So I want to see a lot of inner battles, a lot of acknowledging those friction points on a daily basis. And the scientist mode, your 2.0 lens. What would your 2.0 selves have done differently? What are you grateful for today? And what one environment tweak would you change tomorrow? So with the scientist mode, we connect the dots with the wins, the resistance, and what are the true lesson for today. So that, yes, we're journaling, but we're connecting the dots to get better, to get closer to our 2.0 self, and to create an environment to systemize our daily routine to be 1% better every day, right? And to feel the growth, to feel that we're not on a zombie mode and every day is the same. This is why I've created this app for you guys. Lastly, tomorrow's prepped, tomorrow's frog. The one thing that changes everything tomorrow. Do this first no matter what. What's your number one priority tomorrow? So obviously that frog is inside the sacred hour, right after your Power 15. I highly recommend starting the engine with 15 minutes of action. And then once we're fully ready, then we face something that sucks, right? We get a little bit of that David Goggins energy to face the frog. Boss or so at the end of the day, I want you to prep the next day as the boss. And when you wake up the next day, you are the employee. So tomorrow's mission, needle movers, urgent tasks. What are 3 things that move the needle tomorrow? You can have 1 frog and 2 other strong needle movers, or 2 frogs or 3 frogs. But the goal here is to get rid of a to-do list of 30 things, right? What if we focus only on 1 to 2 to 3 to have an amazing day, right? Because we all know that if we have a list of 20, 25, 30, we're going to skip the friction ones. And the goal here is to face them, to cast vote towards our 2.0 selves. And that person is not listening to the limiting beliefs and all the excuses and the fears from our 1.0 self and comfort zone. So this is super important. And then keep building, locking it in, and boom, it should take you guys 5 to 10 minutes if you want to go a little bit deeper with all the 3 sections, right? So beside that, I'm still working on the first page. You'll see the 6 wealth arena. Whenever you're done with at least 7 check-ins, you'll have access to the 6th type of wealth. And obviously, I'll make other videos to explain a little bit more what are those 6 type of wealth. Quickly, time wealth, social, so relationship, financial. Obviously, this is the type of wealth we all know. We're wealthy in our life. It's always, or most of the time, related to money. But then again, time, relationship, health, so wellness, mental health, and purpose, right? Are we climbing the right mountain? Are we aligned with a purposeful path? So the goal here is, for the first 7 days, focus on journaling your days. And then once you're done with it, we're start talking about balancing your life with those 6 type of wealth. And slowly but surely, obviously on a daily basis, I'm going to be commenting what you're going to write. And the goal is to grow. The goal is not to be a zombie in the matrix with all the society norms and everything, to be fully aligned with your best self. And if you want to dig deeper, you have the new North Star here. It'll take you 60 minutes, 90 minutes, maximum 2 hours if you want to dig a little bit deeper. But you guys are going to connect those dots with a little bit more alignment. Then with that alignment, committing with the discipline and the consistency on a daily basis to be aware, to be self-aware of what is going on in your days, and to connect the dots with alignment, with your behaviors, with your triggers, and obviously everything is connected, right? So you have access to the North Star here. Highly recommend doing it. The progress section, obviously the more you check in, the more you'll have your daily votes and the monthly view as consistency and everything. Weekly review is at the end of the week. Again, I was talking about the type of wealth. So time wealth, financial, social, physical, mental, purpose wealth. Are you stable, at risk, growing it? So at the end of the week, I highly recommend doing it on Sunday or Monday. You start from scratch and you have new intentions for the next week, right? So biggest win of the week, what fought back, the resistance. You set the stage for the next week, your North Star, so 1 sentence, what must happen this week, and the 1 non-negotiable. So obviously, again, everything is connected. You set the stage on Sunday or Monday, then every day you review your alignment, your actions, and you journal what is going on. So that's about it for this tutorial. Again, this is a beta version, so I'm still improving it, making a lot of tweaks with my own Claude, my vibe coding skills. I love to work on the front end, but the back end is Abu, my programmer from India, who's helping me a lot. So I highly recommend you guys giving it a shot. Again, the first 30 outside of my current clients who are going to sign, I'll give you guys access for 2 months for free. The only thing I'm asking in return is daily votes, daily check-in. Again, add yourself a reminder on a daily basis between 5 to 7 p.m. You can still do it at 8, 9, 10 p.m., but it's a matter of having the willpower to follow through, right? We try to put the right element in the equation so that we follow through. And I'm excited to hear from you guys. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, you'll have access to my prices. And if you want to have a discovery call as well, we can have a chat about your situation. But all in all, I'm excited for you guys to give it a shot, to give me feedback about it. Again, this is the second tutorial video. I might do a third and fourth one. I really want to improve this so that it becomes a really strong tool for men and women who wants to be aligned with a mission, with a purpose, and to find out a way to find consistency, discipline, and to fight back our comfort zone, 1.0 self, and distractions, limiting beliefs. So thanks again for joining up. Hopefully you guys are going to join, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.